My name is Noelle.
My name's Jordan.
And this is The Way Between Us. Today's topic is going to be identity. What does it even mean to walk in your true identity? What does that even mean to walk in your true identity, right? For one, y'all got to understand, we got to understand that we are all not copy and pasted. I'm reading from that. Yah has created us with unique differences. And even the word talks about this and how we're all part of one body. Some people have some fingers, some people have some toes, some people have some lips, okay? Some people have some eyebrows, okay? But we all work together for his will, right?
Some people have some eyebrows.
Yes. So yeah, we're not all copy and pasted, and God has created us with unique differences. We do see a lot in like social media that there's like this image what a Christian woman is supposed to look like, or what a Christian man is supposed to look like. Like we're all supposed to wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. No, excuse me, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Please, yes.
We're all supposed to wake up 3 a.m. in the morning,
Please.
read our Bible for 2 hours, and then go to the gym, and then go to work.
No, cook breakfast, a full breakfast, and then go to work.
Like, and it's like it just creates this kind of deception to especially like people who are new believers, people that are just starting their relationship with Yah. Mm-hmm. It creates a lot of confusion because like I know, and I was in this place where I was looking at like there was this one specific person, this one specific girl, like she was like around the same age as me. She got married and everything, and she created this she created Christian content. And I wouldn't say I looked up to her, but whenever I watched her videos and stuff, I thought that that's what my life is supposed to look like. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this. All these notes, and I have all the highlighters, all the colors of every color highlighter, so I can highlight
all the notes in your Bible. Like, no,
I have to put doodles in my Bible and everything. Like you really be thinking like, oh, is this what my life is supposed to look like now that I have a relationship with Yah? And it's funny that I don't want to name the person, but it's very crazy how I would compare my life to this person a lot. Very recently, maybe like a little bit over a year ago, not even over a year ago, it hasn't even been a year yet. She like completely like denounced like the Christianity. Like she stopped believing in like the, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Like she believes, like she's like on a new age stuff now. Like it's not like,
is that the
I think I told you about her.
That's a while ago, yeah.
And I turn around and now she's like she completely like doesn't have a relationship with the Father anymore. She thinks she's God now. And it's like I literally compare myself to her, and it's like you this is why you don't compare yourself to people. Going back to identity, yeah, it's a lot of like when you're on social media, you see these things, you think that you're supposed to look like this, and this is what a Christian or a Hebrew, even with the Hebrews, this is what a Hebrew is supposed to look like. I have to wear a head wrap now. I can't like I can get all that
head
stuff.
Wraps.
We're not saying there's anything wrong with that stuff. Right. Hold on. Yeah.
Right.
We're not saying there's anything wrong with that stuff, but we have to understand what our true identity is. Our identity is not founded upon tradition and regulation and what other people and what the masses and what everyone is doing. To walk in your identity means to simply walk with Yah and allow him to show you who he made you to be. That is walking in your identity. And then I will go more into detail about that. It's very simple. And I feel like as humans, we complicate things and make things more than what it really is. Starting off with, in the beginning, he created us to have power, dominion, and authority over the earth and all things created in it. That is who he literally created us to be. That was his intended purpose for us, for his children. And we can go back to Genesis. I want to make a reference to Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And Elohim said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth." So I'm going to keep reading actually. So Elohim created man in his own image. In the image of Elohim created he him, male and female created he them. He literally created us with power, with authority. His intention was for us to have dominion over the earth and over all the things he created in the earth for us. Okay? That is the foundation of it all. That's the foundation of our identity, who we are. With Psalms.
While she's looking for Psalms, I want to bring up a point that I thought of. When we have to keep in mind that since we are made in his image, that we carry his image with us, and that our behavior should reflect his image. Keep in mind, like, we have to be mindful of the way that we treat people and the way that we behave, because let's say we're just acting any old kind of way, and then someone finds out, oh, you serve Yah? Right. Oh, that's how he is, because we're a reflection of who he is supposed to be. So people already think bad enough about him anyway. We don't need any more. We don't need to add on to that more than we already have. So we just got to keep that in mind as we live out our lives.
But yeah, I just wanted to also touch on Psalms 8. When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have ordained, what is man that you are mindful of him, and the son of Adam that you visit him? For you have made him a little lower than Elohim, and have crowned him with glory and honor. You have made him to have dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, and the beasts of the field, the fowl of the air, and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passes through the paths of the sea. O Yahuwah Adonai, how excellent is your name in all the earth. Oh, I love that verse so much.
What's that verse?
I love a lot of songs. but I love that verse so much because he really did that. And I feel like a lot of people don't really recognize that, because they are so blinded by the religious aspect of things. They're blinded by traditions and the rules. You got to follow the rules, that they are not really fully aware of the power that they have in them because of the relationship they have with Yah. Like, people underestimate themselves all the time. Our Father has power over all creation, yet he gave us power over the earth, which is our inheritance. And a lot of people don't. That's what I'm saying. That's the stuff people don't be talking about. They don't talk about the fact that this earth is our gift. This earth is our gift. He gave us this earth for us to be fruitful and multiply. And this is our blessing. This is our blessing that we're in right now. But this, And
the thing about that is that people are they're so busy trying to make this place better or trying to escape by going to heaven that they don't know that this is where we'll be forever. We'll be here in the new kingdom, and it won't be like the way it is now. So people are like hoping and praying that the president will have a change of heart and will seek Yah, the Most High. That'll never happen in this lifetime. That'll never happen. There will never be a point in this lifetime before the Messiah gets here, before Yah reigns, where the world will just suddenly realize who we are and we'll all follow Torah and we'll sing Kumbaya and we'll destroy all the paganism in this world and all the idols and destroy all the false. That's never gonna happen in this life ever. But there's still hope, because the Messiah is gonna come back, clean up this mess, and then fix it up for us so that it will be perfect the way it was supposed to be in the beginning. So people don't understand, like, literally this is our inheritance. Like, this is like she said, like, this is literally where we're supposed to be. And people are going to try, oh, this world's so wicked, we got to go to heaven. No. But there has to be some things that have to be done before we get to reign here and live how we were supposed to live in the beginning.
But the reason why that's something I wanted to speak about, because that does have a large part in our identity, because we have to know how much power that we really have because our Father is Yah. Okay? Like, it's not us having the power, it's our relationship with him.
Exactly.
It's not us having the power, it's us having a relationship with him.
Come on.
Us having a relationship with him literally moves mountains. Literally moves mountains. So you have a relationship with him. Girl. Do you know that there is nothing in this world that can stop you? There's literally nothing in this world that can stop you. And people don't be thinking like that. Like, people, we fall in, like, and when I say people, I'm talking about myself too. Like, we fall into doubt sometimes. We start to lose faith at times. And it's like, If my father is Yah, why am I sitting here having any doubt at all about anything? I'm being for real. That's something that has a lot to do with you have to remember who you are, that you are his child, that you are his daughter, that you are his son. And because of that relationship you have with him, there is no evil, there is nothing that can stop you because Yah is always gonna fight for us because we are his children. He's always gonna make a way even when we do stupid stuff. He's always gonna come through. Okay?
Okay, two things. One, Gideon. He was part of the, not even a full tribe, the half tribe of Manasseh. Manasseh?
Don't look at me with the names. Don't look at me with the pronunciations.
One of the tribe. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna put it on the screen because I definitely, my brain is not. Manasseh. It is Manasseh. And when they got the troops to get ready to fight all these other nations, Yah literally was like, what? I forgot what the first number was. It was a big number. And he was like, that's too many
people. Oh, it ended up being 300 people.
To prove that we are so powerful because of Yah. Mm-hmm. And the reason why Yah did that was because I want to show you that you got the smallest tribe. First of all, Yasharel's already small enough as is. The only reason why they won those battles was because of Yah. Mm-hmm. But you got the half tribe of Manasseh, and then you got these little 300 people fighting thousands upon thousands upon thousands of other nations, and they still won. So when Hebrew Israelites say Yah chose us because we were so powerful, that's a gosh darn lie. Because we are the smallest tribe, period. And he chose the smallest of the smallest tribe, and he chose a little group, and he still got the job done because it was him that did it. Mm-hmm. It was him that did it. And also, I just read this book yesterday. 2 Chronicles talks about King Maccabee. And how he was wicked and evil. And they took, I can't think of the name, but they took him, captured Yahudim, Judah, and he repented for his sins, and Yah dealt with all of them. And in the next book, it's a lost book, Prayer of Maccabee, he literally prayed and showed how sinful he was, and he was repenting, and Yah pulled through because he's gracious and he's powerful. And he wiped out. He was putting his own children through the fire. His own children, and Yah still heard him. Repented. You're my child. I see you. You're repenting. I hear you, and I'm gonna work for you just because of that. I got you just for that. We're powerful because he is powerful. He only makes us powerful, and I say that very loosely because we're not powerful without him. But it's like that's the whole point. Like we're literally nothing without him, and we don't have to do all this extra stuff for him to work this power to get us closer to him.
Right. And if you don't have that relationship with him, like literally, we are literally nothing without him. Without him, we are literally actually nothing. That's in itself, like that's identity in itself. We have no identity without him.
Literally, yeah.
We have no identity without him. We're nothing without him.
You can call yourself a Christian all you want. You can call yourself a Hebrew Israelite all you want. That is nothing if you're not actually following Yah. If you're not actually following him and seeking him, you're actually, you calling yourself these titles is literally for nothing.
Right. And people get caught up in the culture of things. Like, this is what the Christians do. This is the Christian culture. We go to Sunday. We go to church every Sunday. We go to the soup kitchen on Saturdays and whatever
Bibles and our highlighters.
We wake up 3 a.m. We're gonna Proverbs 31 woman, all that stuff. It's like, okay, well, at least Proverbs 31. At least they are following this. They are kind of following. They're not. They're following what it says. Anyway, I digress. All I will say is people get caught up in the aesthetics, following the culture, following this is what the Christians do, so this is what, and if I'm a Christian now, I got to do what they do. Or let's see what the Hebrew Israelites do. I think I want to go along with them and follow them. You're not following Yah, really. You're following the Hebrew Israelites. Right. Or you're following the Christians.
It's like
you're not following y'all.
Right.
Yah.
Yeah. Like even, and I'm thinking back of the Proverbs 31 woman. You're just looking. Love, y'all. Let me hold your hand. Give me your hand. Y'all look at the Proverbs 31 chapter as if it's like a checklist. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Y'all trying to be more of a Proverbs 31 woman than a follower of the Most High. So like the whole Proverbs 31 woman thing, I'm like over it, honestly, personally. Like, yeah, like,
I didn't get to touch too much into it. I just seen
we're
it
not
here
going
and
to
there.
touch too much into it, but it's just like y'all see that as a kind of like an idol. Like, I gotta be a Proverbs 31 woman, but do you love Yah? Do you keep his commandments? Because I'm pretty sure she kept Torah. I actually guarantee that she kept Torah.
If you follow Yah,
You'll be a Proverbs 31 woman. You'll be a Proverbs 31 woman.
Oh! Anyway, that is extremely important to know that, because a lot of that, like, that goes, and then I love how like that kind of goes into my next point. Like, it literally transitions so smooth. On how Yah created us for relationship, and we are His children. We are created to have an abundant relationship with our Father, and then also reflect that same relationship with our own families and friendships. This is also Genesis chapter 1. When Yah created Adam, He said it's not good for him to be alone. So a part of our identity is having relationships with other people. It's not, well, yeah, our main relationship is of course with Yah, but He wants us to reflect our relationship with Him, with our friends, and with our family. And He said it's not good for man to be alone. He created a woman for man. And then He told woman and man to be fruitful and multiply. A part of our identity is we are actually all, He has created us to be givers. Mm-hmm. He has created us to be givers because He is a giver. Mm-hmm. We're made in His image. See, we're made in His image. If He's a giver, we are also givers, and we're meant to be givers. So He gives us love. We're supposed to give Him love, and then give love to our friends, give love to our families. That's literally a part of our identity. Right. And a lot of people that don't have a relationship with Yah, and they get themselves caught up in the distractions and chaos of life, they lose themselves because they're so wrapped up in their own mind about, okay, I gotta pay these bills, I gotta do this, and I gotta do that. And you notice is a lot of I. They have no time to even think about other people. They have no time to think about their friends or their family, or say some people don't have family. Mm-hmm. Some people don't have friends. Okay. They don't even use that opportunity to be like, you know what, I'm going to give to the poor. I'm going to get myself involved with volunteering and stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, a part of our identity is to do stuff like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally, Yasharel is like, they were neighbors. They were giving. If someone was in need, they gave. Like, there was like one big community of people. So that's also like a part of our culture as well, is to be in community, around people, giving, sharing, loving. When I first seen that in the notes, I'm like, I don't believe that when Christianity preaches like you need a season of isolation, you need to isolate yourself. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that we should be isolating ourselves from people. I really don't. And I'm not saying, this is coming from somebody who don't got a whole lot of friends, and we said this before, but I mean, like, just in general, like, you should be around people, around your family, around friends. When there's videos that are like, you need to isolate yourself from people, that's literally against scripture.
Who's saying that?
But it's like when Christians preach that a lot, and I'm not trying to, again, this is not a dig on Christians or anything, it's not, but it's just what I've seen a lot when I was in Christianity, was like, you need to isolate yourself. Like, isolate yourself. Isolate. I'm in a season of isolation. I don't believe in that at all. I mean, yes, we're never alone because we have Yah. Yes, I know. But I'm talking about, we need people. Like, literally, Yah said it's not good for man to be alone. Like, why are we trying to put ourselves in positions? Literally, it's a verse. It's like, you can't get yourself warm.
Ooh, this is my favorite verse. One of my favorite verses.
You can't get yourself warm with just one person. You gotta
Ecclesiastes.
Yes.
Ecclesiastes something. That's my favorite verse, girl.
It's like, you gotta be with some. I'm gonna put it up. We're gonna put it.
That's one of my favorite verses. It says,
you gotta
two is better than one.
Yes.
So
yeah.
when one falls, who will pick him up?
Yes.
Who gonna pick him up?
You can't pick yourself up in a season of isolation. You won't pick you up.
But if one falls, the other will pick him up. It's something like that.
Right. Yes. Exactly. And you telling me I need to isolate my...
Like, we are very needy. Okay. And Yah made us this way. He made us this way. He made us. We need
him, right?
We need him. We need to depend on him, and we need to depend on the people He brings into our lives. Yes. Because He will bring people into your life to help you.
Exactly.
Like me and you. I'm I don't know what I'd be doing right now. If we were not friends right now, I don't know what I would be doing after what I went through and everything.
Oh girl.
I had a time. I had a very rough season, okay? And as soon as I got after when I went through, she was there, then my other friend came and they all talked, y'all all talked to me.
Yeah.
Relationships I feel like relationships is number 2 after y'all.
Absolutely.
That's number 2.
It's him, relationship with him. It's what he called you to do, and then it's relationship. Because that's how it was with Adam. It was Adam. Hey, hi. How are you? My name is. Here's what you're supposed to do.
The relationship with Yah was established.
Now here.
The Adam's relationship with Yah was established first before he had a relationship with Eve.
Huh?
But yeah, and then I also have John 1:12, which is all who receive him are children of Yah. And then this going into the next section. Yeah, anyway.
Okay.
And then this is touching on what you kind of talked about earlier about walking in his ways.
Yes.
And being a representation of him.
Yes.
He created us to walk in his ways like father, like son, right? Or like father, like daughter. You know? And had his son Yahusha be the example for all of his children. So Yahusha was our example of how we should be walking. Of course, through Yahusha, we are reconciled back to our Father, because sin kind of like it disconnected us from him. But through Yahusha, we are able to have that relationship with him again that Adam and Eve had before, sin came into the world. We can also touch a little bit on Galatians 5:22-23, which is the fruits of the Spirit. I'll just to name a few: patience, kindness, love,
gentleness, faithfulness, self-control.
We can put all it right here, all right. That is how we should be walking and condoning ourselves in our daily lives. Are we perfect at this?
It's
absolutely
hard.
Not. Especially when you are a driver. Okay, especially when you're a driver and you drive.
No, literally in Maryland, driving in Maryland.
Okay, and then I also have, how you pronounce this? Colossians. Okay. Colossians 2:9-10. And this verse talks about being brought to fullness. Like, we are brought to fullness when we are walking in his image, when we're walking in his ways, when we are walking in his spirit. We're being brought to fullness, our full capacity. Colossians 3:3. This touches on, for you have died and your life is hidden in Yahusha. Do you know what that means, girl or boy?
You saying girl a lot. It's just because we girls.
Do you know what that means? Your life is hidden in Yahusha. You don't have a life without him. Your life is hidden in him.
So you gotta find it in him.
Your identity, your true identity, you can only find it through him.
Come on now.
And then Ephesians 2:10, it speaks about how we are his workmanship. And I actually want to read that. For we are his workmanship, created in Mashiach Yahusha unto good work, which Elohim has before ordained that we should walk in them. How do I say it? From the beginning of time, he is established in the way and how we should be living. It's not because he's a dictator. It's not because it's if we live that way, it keeps us close with him. That's the whole purpose of walking in his ways, is to maintain and sustain that relationship with him, because sustaining a relationship with him, that is our source of life. That is our source of life right there. It's our relationship with him. Without a relationship with him, you're a dead man walking. The Walking Dead is a true story.
Like, you're literally,
there's people walking dead everywhere you turn around right now because they don't have a relationship with him, and they don't know who they are because they don't have a relationship with him. Okay.
Come on. And like, even the devil tries to like give you a false sense of identity, like find your identity in this and this and this and all these things, and it's like it's like an identity crisis that you have. Like, you don't even know who you really are because you're not going to the right place for it.
Not you. You actually went. Did you even read that? Because you actually are talking about the next thing anyway. That was the Ruach HaKodesh right there. Yeah, because man has to identify as something. It's human nature to identify. We have to identify with something. So if we're not identifying with Yah, it's something else. 9 times out of 10, that's some form of idolatry.
I was just thinking that. Like, it's an idol. Like, you placing... I was watching a reaction video of someone reacting to Pop the Balloon. Like, one of the off-brand ones. This lady kept popping her balloon based on the guy's political stance. And I literally was talking to y'all. I was like, if it depends on what you eat, where you shop, what kind of purchases you make, who you marry, where you live is based on politics, that is your identity is in politics, or this could be anything. This is just what came to my mind. But you're idolizing your political stance. Ain't no way. I ain't never gonna stop shopping at Target, because everywhere is corrupt anyway. I'm not finna because no, I'm not finna idolize a human who don't even know who Yah is. Neither of them, red, blue, orange, white, green, none of them love Yah anyway. Why am I gonna put my life in their hands by saying, well, they support this and that? That's an idol, babe. Kill it, because idolatry is a sin. It sounded like Jaden Smith. Can we talk about the political and economic of the world? It's a video. I'm gonna put a clip. Y'all know what the clip is. No, like, you are not gonna sit here and identify and have our lives be driven by what other people do. Please, like, find yourself in Yah. Find yourself in Yah through Hamashiach. Like, don't piss me off.
But that's just an example.
Right?
I was kind of going to share my personal testimony, and maybe you could share your personal testimony too if you do have a testimony on this.
It was low key like this part.
So my personal testimony. So I had identity crisis too. Okay, the reason why I can talk about this today is because I went through it, girl. I'm not going to talk about nothing that I didn't experience. Okay, so like at the end, 2022. Excuse me. Let me backtrack. November 2021. I gave my life to Yah, okay? And I asked for the spirit of truth in my life. I received the spirit of truth. And at that time, me thinking, okay, well, my family's Christian. That means I must be Christian now. I'm a Christian now, right? So all of 2022, I was basically what you call a baby Christian. I was a baby Christian in 2022. And I think, I don't want to go too deep into it, but I was a baby Christian 2022. I was making a lot of YouTube videos. I was making videos like crazy. I was on fire. I was reading about my word every single day. Like, I was on fire. But if I want to fast forward to like the end of 2022, after that whole year of doing what I thought, every Christian, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing all the things that Christians do, right? Yah actually convicted me. And he was like, no, well, you're a people pleaser and you're a perfectionist. And I was like, And I was so frustrated when he told me that, because I'm like, I'm doing everything you want me to do. What are you talking about? And I felt almost like he was like, I was like offended, like, I'm not doing enough for you? But it was like I was doing all like the things that Christianity teaches you to do. Like, you gotta go to church all the time. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Do this. Do that. And those are all the things I was doing. And I was getting to know him and everything. But what y'all wanted me to know him on a deeper level. Right. I was getting to know him on a surface level. But at that time, since I was still kind of very new, instead of like allowing that to like shift me closer to him, it actually, because my identity wasn't really grounded in him. Like, when I look back at that, my identity wasn't grounded in him. It was grounded in being a Christian. That's where my identity was grounded in. It was grounded in being a Christian. So as soon as he convicted me, it was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not good enough. So I'm going to just go back to my old ways and go back to what I've been doing before I was a Christian. That's what happened. And that's what happens when you don't have an identity in him. Right. If your identity is not in him, and then the world starts shaking and trials and tribulations start coming, and he convicts you, and he tells you who you are, and if your identity is not grounded in him, you're gonna fall. Come on. And that's what I did. I fell. I fell. I fell. And a couple months after that, girl, I was talking to my ex again. And was fornicating and doing all that stuff. because that was me going back to the old me, because I was like, oh, the Christian thing ain't working right now. So I'm going to just go back to what I know. So basically, if you don't have a strong identity, if your identity is not in Yah, you are always going to be led back into sin or your old ways, some way, because your identity has to be in Yah for you to elevate and for you to cross those breakthroughs and get and overcome challenges, to overcome trials and tribulations. Your identity has to be grounded in Him. And that's why I kept on falling, because my identity wasn't in Him. My identity was in Christianity, or my identity was being so-and-so's girlfriend, or whatever the case may be. My identity wasn't in Him. It was in something else. It was in an idol. I was like, wow, I really don't know who I am. I was like, wow. And it's the crazy feeling. I'm telling you, like,
recently I went through my own awakening so I was at dinner with my mama, and she was like, what are your goals? And that's a scary question for her to ask me, because I'm like, so I told her my goals, and it's a little embarrassing. I shared this on my TikTok, so in my Instagram, but it's still a little embarrassing. But you know, if it helps someone out, then you know, and it's just I
don't think it's that embarrassing.
It's the truth. But my whole identity for many years, ever since I gave my life to the Most High, went through a breakup in 2021. 2022, 3 years, 2022, went through a breakup. And literally the reason why I gave my life to the Most High, calling Him God at the time I was in Christianity, I gave my life to Him because I wanted a good husband. Because I'm like, I'm not doing this dating thing. The next man is going to be my husband. You got to pick him for me. That was the drive. That was the drive. So from since then till recently, my whole thing has been, I need to get a husband. I'm not like, there's things that I know Yah wants me to do because I have a gift in it that I did not want to do, because I was literally saying, I'm gonna just do that when I'm married. I'm gonna just wait till I'm married to start doing that. Like, talk about idolatry. And like, I went through different phases of idolatry with marriage since 2022. And recently, you know, I realized I still was having an issue with it, because I'm waiting to do things that Yah has called me to do until a man shows up. And not to sound like a feminist, but it's just like, why are you waiting for somebody to show up to do what Yah has called you to do? I'm literally sitting here putting my life on hold, and that's a trick of the enemy, because when I get married, He's going to give me another reason to stop and not do what Yah has called me to do. So it's just it's a scam. So it's a scam. The point is that, can I like your phone, please? Oh, I don't know your password. My identity was wrapped in a desire that I know Yah gave me for marriage. It's not the desire that's the issue. It's me putting that in place of Him, in place of everything that He's called me to do. So if you're like, literally, let's say I had gotten married already, I would have identified as someone's wife.
Yes.
Before anything.
That would have been me too, girl.
I would have identified as someone's wife before I'm a follower of Yah, before I am
a daughter.
Right, I'm a daughter of Yah, I'm Yah's child. Like, I would have identified, I'm His wife, and what do you like to do? I like to be His wife. And what do you think God's called you to be? A wife and a mom. And so what do you think Yah is telling you right now? He's telling me to be a good wife and a good mom. Like a robot. I would have legit been like, that's it. Like, that's it. That's all I am, is a wife and a mother. Like, no, I'm so much more than that. I got to figure that out now.
Yeah, that would have been me too.
Praise Yah that I have not gotten married yet, because I would have been lost.
That's what we was talking about. Yes, we was talking about that.
And I would have gotten lost in this man. I don't even, mind you, I'm not dating anybody. Ain't no boyfriend. So it's not even like, it's just this imaginary, like, idolizing already.
I know.
Why would Yah give me my idol? Why would He give that to me? We need to cast that down first. You need to find out who you are through me, and then I'm gonna get you what you need.
Right.
Because
He knows we need it.
Because he knows.
Oh, He knows we need it. He knows we shoot. Because, girl, I can't be single forever. Because I've done some things. Done some things that cannot be undone.
Okay. Anyway, but you gotta literally, and even if, like, for those who are, married and that's all you I'm not trying to get nobody marriage advice.
Relax. Yeah, who are we? Who are we to do that?
But I'm just saying, like, if somebody asks you who you are, and you're like, I'm Stephen's wife. What's your name, honey bun? What's your name? I asked you what your name was. Darnell's wife, huh? Even, and it could be anything. I identify as my job, as my riches, and whatever. Like, anything, especially if it's a desire, and especially if it's something that Yah put on your heart and you know it's from him, we get excited. And so we get our not our hopes up, but we get really excited, and then that's all we see is our desire. So we just got to be mindful of just putting things in the right place in our hearts.
That's the video.
That's it.
Not us doing the same thing.
See you on the next video.
See you in the next video.
Oh wait, that's the morning.
What'd you do? The piece?
Bye.
Bye.